This is what it sounds like to spend $0 on a podcast setup. And here's what it sounds like to spend $100 on a podcast setup. And this is what it sounds like when you spend $1,000 on a podcast setup. We're going to jump through all three of these options so you can figure out which is best for you and your budget and if it's worth it to spend $1,000. Number one, can you start a podcast with $0, not spending any money? Well, if you have a mobile phone, it's likely true. You probably see all over social media, Reels and TikTok, people actually use their iPhone and other mobile device just in their hand. They'll just speak into the bottom because this is where the microphone is placed if you're doing a voice memo. And if you get pretty close, it'll actually sound pretty good. Like, this is a good audio quality. And if you're doing an interview, you can speak like this and then put it in front of your guest face. That's cool too. But if you have no budget and you really want to start a podcast, this is actually a viable option. And there's actually lots of tools to clean up audio, even if you just recorded it with your phone. We actually have an entire video on how to fix that audio. You can check it out above or the link in the description. As a matter of fact, if you want to record an entire video podcast from your mobile device, you can use the Riverside app on iPhone or Android, and you have an entire online studio in your pocket. Start a recording with your built-in 4K camera on your mobile device. You can even record other remote guests to record video and audio. Just click invite people, send them a link, and then they can record on their mobile device, on their desktop, and you can record a high-quality video and audio podcast right from your phone. If you want to learn more about the Riverside app and how to create video content with your mobile device, even full interviews with multiple mobile devices in the Riverside app, check out the video above or in the description. So that's $0 invested in a podcast just using your mobile device. But what if you want to spend $100? Well, if you want to do a video podcast, we would still recommend using your mobile device for the camera, so no money there. But if you want to upgrade your microphone under $100, I would actually recommend the Audio-Technica ATR 2100X. I know that name is a little bit of a mouthful, but we'll put this microphone in the video description. It's about $70. It's a USB microphone, and you can connect it via XLR, so if you ever have an audio interface or upgrade your setup in the future, you can still use it. And it even comes with this little desktop stand, so you're ready to record high-quality video right out of the box. Right now, you're hearing the audio from the ATR 2100X, and actually, most USB microphones, even as inexpensive as $40, you can make sound really professional. I actually did just that, bought a $40 microphone on Amazon and showed you how to make it sound pro. You can check out that video above or in the description. But this $70 microphone is actually going to be a huge upgrade to your sound. Again, it uses a USB cable, so you can connect this directly to a laptop, desktop, or even an iPad with a USB-C cable, and use the Riverside app there to record high-quality video and audio with remote guests. Now, spending $70 on this microphone, you still have a little more budget to spend on your video side. Now, if you want to focus on your video, getting a cheap lighting setup, even $30, will really help the video side of your podcast. We'll put some links to lights in the video description that are $30 and under for your $100 setup. Your other option is to invest in a tripod for your mobile device if you're going to record a video podcast. You can get tripods like this for about $30. It'll hold your mobile phone, and then you can place this on a desktop, and now you'll have a steady shot that's elevated above the desk, so a little better angle, and it will actually make a big difference on the video side. So $100, you can get a USB microphone like the ATR 2100X, get a little tripod for your phone or maybe a light, and now you have an entire video podcast setup for $100. But what if you want to go all out and spend $1,000 or more on your podcast setup? For that, I would recommend a microphone like this. This is the Earthworks Ethos microphone. This is on a Rode PSA1 Plus Mic Arm, which I would also recommend. That's about $130. The microphone is about $400. So just with this microphone and mic arm alone, you're at about $550. I would spend the rest on a Rodecaster Duo. Now, I'm actually having this microphone go into a Rodecaster Pro II. I have an entire video of how to use that with Riverside. You can check it out above or in the description. But the Rodecaster Duo is about $500. So if you want to stay under $1,000, I would recommend the Vocaster 2. This is from Focusrite. It actually has 2 XLR inputs, which is great, so you can record with someone else in person. It also has 2 headphone jacks on the front, so you don't need a headphone amplifier. You and another in-person guest can wear those headphones. It has great preamps, which means it can drive a microphone like the Shure SM7B. And this has a really cool feature called auto gain, which means if you're not confident on setting the gain or volume of your microphone, this thing will actually help you do it. Talk for 10 seconds, it'll automatically set the gain, and you're ready to record. You don't have to worry about peaking or being too soft. Yes, we have a whole video on the Vocaster 2. You can check it out above or in the description. Now, if you want to upgrade the video quality of your podcast, maybe you're good with the $70 ATR microphone and you really want to spend it all on a camera, we would recommend the Sony ZV-E10. This is an interchangeable lens camera. It is a mirrorless camera. You can connect it to your computer with a USB cable and use it as a webcam, and you're going to get much better video quality than a mobile device. And if you have budget later down the road, you can get an even better lens. This is one of my favorites. This is the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens, and it will make your video quality look incredible. I'm actually using a Sony camera and a Sigma lens right now. This is the Sony a7 IV and Sigma 35mm, which that's about a $3,500 combo. but the Sony ZV-E10 is a great place to start. You get high quality video. And again, this microphone sounds great. I love the Earthworks Ethos, but you can save money on the audio, get a $70 USB microphone like the ATR 2100X, and you'll still sound good. So those are some podcast setups for $0, $100, and $1,000. If you want to learn even more about lighting and where to invest in key lights or about audio interfaces, subscribe to the channel. If you want more info on audio interfaces, especially for video production, check out the video above or in the description. Hit that like button, and if you have any questions on the gear that I talked about today or building a whole home studio, we actually have videos on that too, leave a question below this video in the comments. I answer all those comments personally, would love to help you there. And of course, be on the lookout because we have some amazing features coming to Riverside. And of course, we have videos all the time teaching you about the best AI tools for your podcast workflow, how to grow your podcast audience by sharing vertical video clips, and a ton more. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next video.